Hello, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. This video tutorial is going to be for Erin Farahani. Hi Erin. She messaged me on Instagram and she asked me, she was watching one of my tutorials that I was doing the V-neck increase on the shoulders and on the back. Four spots that we do the increase, and she was saying that the way I was knitting, I noticed you were purling differently. Would you please send me a video? Okay, the way that I knit, especially purl, I do Turkish style, which I throw the yarn over my neck, and you can check, I'm sure you can find it on YouTube, lots of people are showing, but I do my purls different. Yes, indeed. So this is a winter coat. I don't know, I'll see how much yarn I will have, but I'm planning to make it winter coat, and it's a v-neck. It's really hard to see, but it is a v-neck, and I do have increases. So here I will show you how I do knit my purls. Okay, when you're knitting your purls, the yarn has to be in front of you. That's a purl stitch. Just checking, it looks like I missed this one. It's a couple of strands of yarn I am knitting with, and I did do a video on how to create this texture, so you can go and check on it. I posted, I believe, February, March. We're in March right now. So this is how I knit. I hold my yarn like this, but the yarn is going through over my neck, so the yarn is in front of me. So this is how I do it. I pull the yarn over this needle, just like this, and I pull it. Okay, so one more. I go like this over the needle. That's how I knit my purls, because it is a couple of strands. Unfortunately, I don't have any projects at the moment that I can show you. This is the one that I'm working on, and of course I have other whips as well. But this is how I knit, and I use this finger. So I go like this between, just like to purl, and I, with my thumb, I throw the yarn and I go through. So this is how I do my purls. There's another method that I do, but this is the one that I knit fast. This is very slow, I am showing you. Other than that, I knit very fast. So this video is dedicated to Erin. Okay, so the other method that I use, which I do, is I hold the yarn like this. Okay, and what I do is, again, yarn on the front. This is purl. This is how I knit my purl, and I do the same, but the yarn is here, and I go like this. It's the same, but I'm holding, my tension is here, right here, just like this. There's another method that you can do, but I really don't like that because the stitches twists. Okay, the other method is like this. You go, you with your needle, you go up and down and pull. But this way, for some reason, my stitches get twisted, and when I knit the other side, I have to fix it, or else it will twist. but I don't usually use it. On my tutorials I use it once in a while, but I don't like to use this way. So I knit my pearls like this. I use my finger, just like this, and only when I have to, if I don't have room, when I'm doing my tutorials, and I knit like this. But other than that, I usually knit Turkish style or Portuguese style. That's what's it called. When I was 10 years old, when I went to Turkey, my two grandmothers, my mother's mother and my father's mother taught me how to knit. So this is how I learned, and that's how I knit. So I'll show it one more time, and I will show you how to do my increases on the spots that you're supposed to do your increases on the shoulder, which is the sleeve area, and on the back again, front. Okay, let me fix my yarn and I'll be right back. Okay, again, the yarn is coming over my neck, so this is my tension. I control it just like this, and I go over the needle and under the next on the left side. So I go over the stitch on the left needle and I go under and I pull it. I use my thumb like this, and this is how I knit my pearls. Okay, so I hope you understand the way I knit my pearls. I'm sorry I didn't have a solid one strand of yarn because at the moment I checked with my whips and I don't have any that I can show you, and this is the easiest way that I can show you. Okay, so I will finish this row and I will show you how to do my increases. I don't like doing yarn over. That makes a hole and it gives that lacy look. The only time I do my yarn overs when I'm working on a lacy project. Other than that, on my classic shrugs or on my like coats like this, sweaters like this, I don't do yarn over. I do the hidden way increase on the two sides of the stitch that we're supposed to be doing our increases. So I will show it again, and I do on my tutorials, but I guess you missed it, but no worries, I will come back and show it to you. So I will be back, and this is how you knit your pearls. I hope you understood the way I knit my pearls, Erin. Okay, I'll be right back to show you how to do the increases. Okay, so I'm knitting the front. Here is one way to do an increase. So you grab the knit stitch from here, and then you knit the regular stitch. So this is one increase that you can make. But my the way that I do my increase is regular. On the tutorial that I was doing, I'll show it to you. I'm coming to that spot. So I knit like this. Okay, so this is the stitch that I have to knit, but I need to do an increase in front of that stitch and then after that stitch. So I knit the stitch as I knit, but I don't pull it. Well, what I do is I leave it like this, but I have to do an increase. So what I do is I go between like this, and I go through and I make a stitch, and it looks like a purl stitch if you look at it. And I knit this stitch, okay, and I make another stitch. I go between, like I don't pull it, that's what I'm trying to say. I still hold it from here, but I put the yarn on the back, and still I'm holding this, so I go between here and here, and I grab it, and I create a stitch. This way there's no yarn over, so there's no holes that you can see. It's regular, looks like a purl stitch. So I continue knitting. Okay, I'll show you one more when I come to the next increase, which is over here. So I just knit regularly, nothing different, just a knit stitch at the front, just like this. Go between and grab it, go between and grab it from the back. And then we make knit stitches when we do it this way, when we have the yarn on the back. Okay, so I'm at the one more actually. So here I'm supposed to, this is the knit stitch in between that separates the body parts. So I knit this stitch, but I don't pull it. I go between this and on the back, and I pull it, and I create a stitch. And I knit this one regular, but again, I have to make a stitch, so I go between, and then I pull it. That's how I make my increases. So this is all to it. So I hope I hope I tried to explain how I knit and do my increases, Erin. And on that tutorial, I'm doing a different V-neck, the one that I'm working right now, and I did do a tutorial. I do it differently because I'm always trying to make new techniques while I'm knitting. I'll show you one more time when I come here. This is the back of the body that I am knitting. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna knit and knit this one. This is where this is a separating stitch. So I knit, but I don't leave this, I leave it like this, and I need to make a stitch, so I go between, just between here, and I grab it from the back, and I make a stitch. I do my increase. So this one I knit, and then I make my increase, grab it from the back, and I make increase. So I made increase from the left and from the right. So two sides, I made my increases. Okay, so this is all to it, and I hope you understood how I do my increases. And if you have any questions, yeah, just message me. I'll try to explain, but other than that, it's simple. And see, the way that I showed you how when you knit it, your stitch gets twisted. That's what I'm trying to say. If I grab it like this, the yarn will be twisted. So what I do is I grab it from here to fix that stitch. See, I'm fixing that stitch. Usually I knit like this, and this is my regular knit. But because I showed a different way that I do my purls, that way it twists the stitch, and I grab it from here so I can fix it. Okay, well, that's all to it. I hope this video is helpful. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. Happy knitting, everybody!